This is an example plan, very similar to the one you will be creating and turning in on Friday. I'll just set that aside for now, and we'll go over what the parts of the plan are. The first part of the plan is to state your concept. In a simple sentence or few words, you must be able to state the scientific concept that your project will be based around. This is the concept that you learned about in the video that you watched and have done some additional research with. Once you can state the concept clearly, it's going to be important that you can explain the concept in words. You must be able to explain the concept in your own words. You can't begin to design a project teaching or showing the concept unless you can explain it. The third part is an additional explanation of the concept, only in pictures. You must be able to illustrate the concept. If you can take a concept that you learn, state it, explain it in your own words, and then illustrate it, you have a very good handle on the concept and you are ready to begin creating a project. I'm going to go over this first part in the plan. Number 1, state the concept. You can find that here. Light wave concept, total internal reflection. This is me stating the concept. I then explain that concept in words here. Light hits an object at an angle large enough so that no refraction of light takes place. All the light is reflected off the surface and continues traveling through the inside of the passageway. Here is where I illustrate the concept using figures A, figures B, and pictures, along with some explanation here, making sure that I not only understand the concept in words, but also in pictures. After I've been able to state the concept, explain the concept, and illustrate the concept, I'm ready for the next part, my project. Part 4 is to design and illustrate your project. Part 5 is to explain in words your project. I do understand that the design and illustration along with your explanation of your project is a little bit abstract because you're not actually doing it at the same time, and so there will be some things that are up in the air. Let's look at my plan. Number 4 is to design and illustrate the project. That can be found here, where I explain that I have a laser pointer at different angles shooting light into a tube at different angles. At the end, I've shown that I have white paper. This is where the light will hopefully reflect off of. I'm not 100% sure what material my tube should be, and I was clear about that here. I gave some ideas. Again, this is just a pictorial or picture representation of my project. I must explain it, and so I do so in words here. For my project, I will use a 2-foot long section of material. Have not decided what material yet. I chose 2 feet because it is about the size of a student desk. At this point, my number one choice is aluminum foil, but I fear that it is, if it's not perfectly flat, it might not reflect correctly. At the end of one section will be white paper, easily able to reflect red light. At the other end will be a fine point red laser. I will manipulate the angle of the laser in hopes of discovering the critical angle, the angle where total internal reflection takes place. So that's a good explanation of my project, keeping in mind that I have all 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This will be turned in on Friday, the due date, via Google Classroom. Please turn this in digitally. Thank you.